Hey water signs, how are you? It's Kay. Yes, I'm back. It's been a little while. I'm not going to waste any time explaining format changes or anything like that. Just watch the introduction video that will be linked below, and I'll get straight into your January 2020 reading. I'm going to start with your astrology. If you do not want to watch this part, then be sure to check the comments and you can excuse me, skip forward to where the actual tarot reading starts, okay? If you don't want to hear about the astrology part. Those of you that do, don't move. Okay, so Scorpio, Cancer and Pisces. Let's see what's on the card astrologically. Okay, so Spirit want to call in and tap into the energy surrounding the water signs. This is Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. If there is a message for a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, please let me see it, feel it, hear it, understand it. What do these signs need to know in terms of astrology for January 2020? Bearing in mind that we have an eclipse in Cancer around the 10th. Okay, so we've got your 8th house. Okay, so this is the house of changes. Your 8th house is popped out. What planet's in the 8th house? What is the message for Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio? You've got the moon. Wow, so that is Pisces there straight away, the moon. Okay, so the 8th house, the moon in the 8th house under what sign's energy? What do they need to know? What is the message? Okay, there we go. The signs, oops. The sign is Virgo. Okay, interesting. So the message that's popped out for you, water signs, Cancer, Pisces and Scorpio, is your 8th house, the moon in the 8th house under the influence of Virgo. So the first thing I'm going to say is the 8th house is the house of death and rebirth, okay? It's the house of where things change. It's also the house of what's shared in life. It is the house that's traditionally associated with Scorpio as well. So Scorpio, you traditionally in modern astrology, Scorpio, you are the ruler over the 8th house. It's normally associated with you, but it is the house of death and rebirth, okay, where things change. The moon energy, okay, so this is a representation of Pisces, you could say as well in the tarot. But taking, the astrology away from it, the moon's energy is all about emotions, okay, and how we feel. It's our emotions. Virgo's energy is it's a very, very hard working sign. It is the sign that seeks perfection. The sign that is prepared to do whatever needs to be done to get perfection, to be of service to others, to make sure everything is in order. Okay, so it looks like for you water signs, it's your shared area of life which is of importance for you, and this includes things like finances, debts, taxes, inheritances, your shared time, even your shared sexual desires. It's everything that we share. It's sometimes referred to as the area of life that is concerned with other people's money. It's seen as a financial house as well as a house of death and rebirth and transformation. Okay, so I'm feeling very much like for some of you water signs, you could be thinking about this a lot, or it's time for you to start using your emotions and your intuition and think about your shared areas of life, and make sure that you're using Virgo's energy of being a bit of a perfectionist. Don't stop until you feel satisfied with your shared area of life with your 8th house. The messages on the actual cards are personal power, the nurturing of, methods for healing the power, and you've also got mysteries of life, feelings that are caused by analyzing, a major change, reactions resulting from the perfection. Okay, so your messages are very much around your shared area of life, what you do at the moment, how you share your life, who you share it with, your finances, your debts, your taxes, money that isn't 100% yours. Use your emotional intuition to deal with these parts of your life, and take Virgo's approach, or Virgo's energy, which is very, very hard working and seeking perfection. Okay, In avenues, all of us, we all have the eclipse that is happening on the 10th of January. And if you know me by now, if you've watched this channel before, even though I've been away for a while, you'll know that eclipses I pay big attention to, because as an astrologer, I see them, and it's just fact that eclipses are gateways. You know, they are gateways for karma, they are gateways for payback, they are gateways for things changing and shifting. And a lot of it depends on the kind of eclipse that it is. The one that we're having on the 10th is actually in Cancer, and it is 20 degrees into the sign Cancer, and it is a North Node eclipse. So breaking that all down into non-astrology terms, to keep it simple, whether you're a Cancer or not, the eclipse will affect you, even me as a non-water sign. But if you are a Cancer, in particular, especially a Cancer that's born at the very start to maybe the middle of the sign, it might impact on you greatly. And if you have planets, anybody who has planets at 20 degrees in their birth chart, it could, you know, trigger those planets. Being a North Node eclipse, this is about new beginnings, fate. The North Node is where we should be heading. It's not so much about a release like a South Node eclipse. It's a North Node eclipse. So as we move through January 2020, around the 10th, depending on where you are in the world, it could be the day before or the day after, depending on timings. But for me here in Europe, it's going to be around the 10th of January, in a few days. It is time to focus on your direction and where you're going, and be open to new energy and fate, you know. So it's kind of like the time to start sowing those seeds under this eclipse, ready for when the next one comes around in June and July, you know, and then we have one at the end of the year. So it's very much a feeling of fate. Where are we going? And for the water signs, it seems like your 8th house, your house of what's shared, is an area for you to be focusing in on, as the message from Spirit. Okay, so let's look at, oh, and I should say as well, the eclipse will hit us all differently in different areas of our life, depending on where Cancer rules in your birth chart. Okay, so if you do know your birth chart, look around the edge, see where you see the Cancer sign, and that would be the house of life, or the area of life that this eclipse, this North Node, fatedness, what direction you should be going in, that is where the eclipse will hit. Okay, depending on where Cancer rules. If you are interested in knowing more, just check below. There's links there for a 12-month astrology horoscope for all the signs that I've written, about 1,000 words each, if not more, for each horoscope. So they're not, you know, horoscopes that you would find in the newspaper. They're very, very detailed, and you will have confirmation on where the eclipse is going to hit for your particular sign, okay, because I've worked it out for you. And they are just $4.99, so they're very, very cheap. Okay, they're not expensive at all. Okay, let's just make sure we've got all the energies correctly up before we give a shuffle. And let's get into your reading, water signs. Let's get into your reading. I hope you've all been well. I have missed reading for you, but trust me, if you watch the introduction video, you'll fully understand why I've been away, and you will fully understand why the format has changed. All right, let's get into this. Okay, Spirit wants to call the energies around the water signs. What is the message for me to pass on to the water signs? This is Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. If there's any messages for anybody born under these particular signs, whether their sun, their moon, their rising is a water sign, please let me see it, feel it, hear it, understand it. What is the message for Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces for January 2020? Okay, what's just flipped? Okay, so we've got the Page of Pentacles just flipped for you. So this is opportunity, financial opportunity as well, or certainly opportunities for security. Okay, let's see. Okay, the King of Cups, so that is a representation of Pisces again. Well, all of you, all the water signs, but particularly Pisces. Doesn't matter whether you're a female watching this, because I'm just reading the energies. Okay, so first card will be the issue or the situation. Second card will be the heart of the matter. Oh wow, we've got more. Oh, look at that, love. Ooh, it feels very much like there's a secure love offer coming up, a secure love opportunity, potentially with, because you've got the Queen of Pentacles here, potentially with an earth sign. You had the Page of Pentacles jump out, so that is earth energy. Virgo, Capricorn, and oh, can't even remember, Taurus. There we go. I talk about this so much, forget them occasionally. Could be a love offer, some romance. Okay, let's see, what's the message? I do like to give my cards a good shuffle and make sure everything is the right way around. Okay, there's Virgo just jump out. You've got a lot of earth energy, water signs, a lot of earth energy. Maybe one of you or some of you are dealing, there's another one, with, yeah, an earth sign. That's Virgo. What we got here, there's the King of Cups again, the Lovers, and battles. Okay, so I'm feeling straight away, if some of you have been having battles, maybe with a partner, it could be you and a potential earth sign. It looks as though this could be a message coming out for you, because you've got the Lovers here, water signs, which is you, and you've got a lot of earth. So let's see, let's pull those cards. Let's see, indeed. All right, let's see, where is the message? Okay, I feel very, very pulled here. It's right here. I'm being told I need to go here. Your message is here. Whatever it is, it's here. Okay, so bottom of the energy, the bottom of the deck energy is the future. Planning, okay? The Two of Wands. This is all about the future and planning. Let's see what comes up. All right. Oh wow, Ace of Pentacles, an opportunity, yeah, a second chance. Ooh, wow, okay, straight away, water signs. It feels to me as though someone or some of you maybe have had some battles with an opportunity, or you've had some battles. It could be with your security, your finance, what you call secure, or it could even be a secure relationship. You take what resonates, but it certainly feels like you've had some kind of battles with your security or an opportunity. The heart of the matter is exactly that, an opportunity. The theme around it is the Five of Swords in reverse. Now the energy of this card is for me very much about victory and defeat, whether it is victory or defeat in a situation. It has come out in reverse, and I tend to take this energy depending on what else is around with it. So it feels as though there is a bit of a delay in reverse with an opportunity, or you're kind of fighting against, or you've had battles with some kind of opportunity. Now it could even be that this is the second time that you've been faced with this. It doesn't feel to me like this is the first time. With the Judgment in the recent past, it feels as though this situation, person, place or thing, whatever it is for you water signs, that you've had a bit of a delay with your victory with, or you've had a little bit of a battle with, it is something that is not brand new. Okay, it's happened before. We'll clarify. Looking forward though, in the here and now, what's jumping out at me is a lot of communication. I feel as I'm being pushed to say to you water signs, you need to have an open and honest discussion with the situation, person, place or thing that you have been experiencing these delays or even battles with, the security or the opportunity that you would like to have, okay, that you've had here in the past, maybe more than once. You need to have an honest discussion with them. With the King of Swords, he is like, the judge, you know, the truth speaker, upholds truth, takes no bullshit. That kind of energy is very, very open and very honest. He, for me, is also a lot about decision making, and normally when he pops up, it can indicate a decision needs to be made, an open, honest discussion, and a decision needs to be made. With your advice and the potential outcome in the future with the situation, person, place, or thing that some of you may have had battles with, it's looking very much to me as though you need to quickly have a conversation, or you need to quickly establish where you're going with this situation, person, place, or thing, especially with the Knight of Swords in your position of advice. Now, the Knight of Swords, I do refer to him as my drama king card, although he's not a king. His energy for me can sometimes indicate is communication, most definitely, because it's the sword suit and it's the air, you know, element. But he's a very, very fast moving energy, and he also can bring disputes as well, or kind of like minor miscommunication, a little bit of drama. And so I'm feeling very much pushed to say to you that you need to have an open, honest discussion and remove all the drama. You need to step away from whatever it is that's been causing this slight delay, or this reverse of victory around this security, whether it's a security with another earth sign, security with a job, your money, whatever you class as security or opportunity. You need to kind of step back from it and have an open, honest discussion. It looks as though if that advice is followed, potentially you could have everything that you need, and you could come out abundant with the Nine of Pentacles as a potential outcome. And that is a beautiful energy to have here in particular with your outcome. 9 is like the number of being complete, you could say, almost at a stage of completion, but it's very, very abundant, you know, especially in the suit of Pentacles. It's that security energy. It's also earth energy again. So if you are dealing with an earth sign, go and talk to them. Go and talk to them, have an honest, open discussion. And under this eclipse that we are about to have on the 10th, find out what direction you're heading in, because that is the energy of this eclipse. It's a north node. Where are you going? You know, where are you going as we move through 2020? So let's do a little bit more clarification. I want to look at this. I'm being very, very pulled to the judgment in the past. So I feel like this is not your first time dealing with this issue. And what's the message here, Spirit, with this recent past energy? Okay, so we've got too many fallout. What is the clarification with this judgment? Okay, there it is. Start a new chapter. It is the World card. So Spirit is saying you need to close out this chapter and start a new one. This situation that you've been having in the past, or you've dealt with it for the second time or the third time or the fourth time, or however many times you've dealt with it, water signs, Spirit is saying it is your clarification that you need to close out this chapter and start a new one. The World card is exactly that. It's the very, very last card in the tarot deck. It's when you've gone through all your lessons, you've learned everything, and you're ready to close out one chapter and start a new chapter. So that is the clarification with this situation. Let's look at the abundance here. Let's look at, you know, the potential outcome, because right now they're saying have an open, honest conversation that is truthful. And abundance could be there in the future as an outcome. Oh, we've just had a jumper. An ending. 10 of Swords. So there will be an ending. Now, however this ending resonates for you, water signs, it will be different for everybody. It could be an ending. I'm not getting the feeling that as though this is a final ending, like if this is a relationship, it's going to break up. But I'm getting the feeling as though this is an ending to whatever has been causing this Five of Swords in reverse. Yeah? So the Five of Swords, as I said, it's about victory or defeat. And I read it and I feel it depending on what's around it. And in reverse, it to me indicates, and I feel as though it's a delay of victory around this opportunity, this security, whatever it is. there could well be an ending to this delay, this energy here, an ending to this having to deal with this issue more than once, and a new chapter could start. So it's the eclipse, water signs, okay, on the 10th. What do you need to do? What conversations do you need to have? Who do you need to have them with? Do you need to be honest and open with yourself? Whatever the situation, person, place or thing is, water sign, something needs to come to an end. You need to close out something from the past, because the World card is clarifying this second time. I've done this before, energy in the past, and move forward and have an abundant future where something will come to an end. Okay, what is the affirmation? There is destiny. Well, there you go. I'm not surprised at all. Okay, we're heading into eclipse energy. It is about your destiny. It is about which way you're going. It is a North Node eclipse. So your message is acknowledge your mission, align with your purpose. You have gifts to share with the world. So what direction are you going in, water signs? What is your destiny? And I will pull you a fortune card. Let's pull you a Chinese fortune card, because I love these cards. They give great advice when spirit really comes through with them. So let's pull one for the water signs. What's the message for the water signs, spirit? What is the message for the water signs? Oops, there we go. It's just jumped out. You've got children. Children. So children are children. We all know what children are. So even if this is something to do with your children, or some of you are trying to have children, there is a message that's jumped out here about children. And children are a beautiful, innocent energy. I'm not picking this up as in literally children, but more what children can represent. Joy, happiness, beautiful, innocent energy, and a fresh feeling as well. A fresh feeling. So there we have it. I'm just looking to see if anything else comes to me at these cards, water signs, but from what was jumping out at the beginning, all that earth energy, and the indication of romance. For some of you, this could well be a relationship, but it's certainly something that you call secure, or it's certainly an opportunity that you've wanted to take, that you've been struggling with, and it's not your first time struggling with it, whatever the situation, person, place or thing is. Okay, you need to start a new chapter with it, is what they're saying, and be honest and open, communicate, and allow something to come to an end so your abundance can come in, and your destiny. Which way are you going? Which way are you going with it? So good luck, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, whoever the message is for this month. I will see Cancer. Again, I will do a specific reading for Cancer because we have the eclipse in Cancer, so you will get your specific reading. Thank you for your likes, shares and subscribes. I'm so sorry I've been away for so long, but you know how it goes, but I'm back now. So thank you so much, water signs, and I will see you in February. Take care.